Did the Buddha finally find the answer he was seeking? Stay tuned. Embark on a journey through ancient paths as we explore how a young prince's quest for truth led to profound enlightenment. What mysteries lie within his spiritual voyage? Let's unravel the tale of a prince who became a seeker, born into luxury, yet trapped in existential curiosity. Siddhartha Gautama, a prince swathed in silks and surrounded by opulence, felt a deep dissonance with the impermanence and suffering of life. His palace walls, though gilded, could not silence the questions of his soul. But comfort couldn't quench his thirst for truth. One night, under the cover of darkness, a prince forsakes his palace. Siddhartha Gautama, born into luxury and shielded from the harsh realities of life, found himself haunted by visions of suffering that pierced the veil of royal comfort. An encounter with the inevitable truths of aging, sickness and death sparked a profound unrest within him. How could one find peace amid such inevitable suffering? With a heart heavy yet determined, Siddhartha made a choice that would redefine his destiny. He left behind his royal garb, his beloved family, and the future kingdom that awaited his rule. The palatial gates closed behind him not with a clang of finality, but with the whisper of a promise of seeking and perhaps finding the answers that eluded him. Venturing into the unknown, every step away from his former life was a step closer to the wisdom he sought. Thus begins the journey of transformation. Alone, the future Buddha confronts the harsh realities outside his palace walls. As Siddhartha ventured into the world, he was struck by scenes that were once shielded from his eyes. The first was the sight of an old man, his body bent and frail, struggling with each step. This was aging, an inevitable journey that awaits us all, yet it shook Siddhartha to his core. Next, he encountered sickness. A man writhed in pain, his body a battleground for disease. The stark reality of human frailty was laid bare before Siddhartha, igniting a profound empathy within him. The world he knew from within the opulence of palace life seemed suddenly shallow, superficial. Lastly, the sight of death, a funeral procession, a lifeless body carried to its final resting place. The finality of death was a truth that Siddhartha could no longer ignore. Each of these encounters pierced through the illusions of youth and prosperity, urging him to seek deeper truths. These sights set his heart ablaze with urgent questions. Extreme deprivation or profound insight? In his relentless quest for enlightenment, Siddhartha embraced a path of asceticism, stripping away the comforts and luxuries of his princely life. He ventured into the forest, where the reality of his choice quickly unfolded in the form of severe austerities. Siddhartha believed that by denying his body, by confronting and overcoming physical needs, he might pierce the veil of ignorance that clouded human understanding. Day after day, Siddhartha pushed his body to the brink. He limited his food intake to a mere leaf or nut, and his once robust frame dwindled to bones. His skin paled, his energy sapped, but the ultimate realization remained elusive. Enlightenment was nowhere in sight. It was in this state of extreme deprivation, his body screaming for sustenance and his mind teetering on the edge of collapse, that a profound insight struck him. Perhaps, he thought, the answer does not lie in the torment of the flesh. Near death, he pondered a middle way. Beneath a tree, a seeker sits, vowing not to rise until enlightenment touches his mind. The tree, known as the Bodhi, stands witness to a profound transformation, a silent partner in the journey of Siddhartha Gautama. As he settles under its expansive canopy, Siddhartha is not merely seeking wisdom. He is challenging the very essence of existence. Around him, the night deepens, both literally and metaphorically. Mara, the formidable lord of desires and illusions, emerges, sensing the momentous change brewing in the stillness. He unleashes his most potent weapons, fear, doubt, and temptation. Siddhartha remains unmoved, his eyes closed, his focus inward, a testament to his unwavering resolve. The hours pass, each moment a battle between mortal frailty and spiritual resolve. Siddhartha's meditation deepens, reaching into the profound depths of his consciousness. He confronts and releases each fear, each desire, recognizing them as illusions that bind humans to suffering. As the first light of dawn pierces the night, a profound peace descends. As the morning star rose, so did his enlightenment. Awakened at dawn, a new Buddha walks among us. Beneath the ancient branches of the Bodhi tree, a profound transformation unfolded. After years of rigorous search and stern ascetic practices, Siddhartha Gautama found the answers that eluded him for so long. The essence of his enlightenment lay in the realization of the Four Noble Truths. First, he understood that life is pervaded by suffering. Second, he discovered that this suffering is caused by our desires and attachments. Third, he saw that there is a cessation to this suffering, a state of liberation and peace. And finally, he laid out the path to achieve this liberation, known as the Eightfold Path, which guides one through right understanding, right intent, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. This path is not merely a prescription for monks. It's a guide for anyone seeking to lead a balanced, thoughtful, and ethical life. With wisdom as profound as the oceans, he was ready to teach. From an enlightened mind flows a river of wisdom. After his profound encounter beneath the Bodhi tree, Buddha felt an insatiable urge to share the insights that had liberated him from suffering. His journey as a teacher began in the deer park at Sarnath, where he delivered his first sermon, setting the wheel of Dharma in motion. Buddha's teachings, encapsulated in the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path, offered a practical guide to achieving spiritual enlightenment. His words resonated deeply, drawing a diverse following. This burgeoning community soon expanded beyond lay followers. It included monks and nuns, forming the Sangha, a supportive network dedicated to practicing and preserving the Dharma. As the Sangha grew, so did the reach of Buddha's teachings, transcending geographical, cultural, and temporal boundaries. His approach to enlightenment and mindfulness began to echo through the ages, inspiring countless generations. Today, the essence of Buddha's teachings remains vibrant, influencing various aspects of life and thought across the globe. A legacy of peace and understanding enduring through millennia. What then can we learn from such a transformative journey? Buddha's path teaches us the power of balance through the middle way, avoiding extremes of self-indulgence and self-denial. It highlights the significance of mindfulness, fostering awareness in every moment, and it underscores the profound impact of compassion, urging us to extend kindness not only to others, but to ourselves as well. Through these lessons, we find guidance in navigating life's complexities with grace and wisdom. These teachings shine light on our own paths centuries later. Now, reflect on these timeless teachings. Imagine integrating Buddha's insights into your daily life. How might his path of enlightenment reshape your perspectives or challenges? Share your thoughts, engage in the wisdom, and don't forget to subscribe for more enlightening tales.
Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. These words, spoken by Buddha centuries ago, still hold immense power today. They encapsulate the essence of his teachings, a path leading away from external distractions and towards inner peace. Buddha, born Siddhartha Gautama in ancient India, left an indelible mark on the world, his teachings resonating with millions even today. His journey, a quest for truth and liberation from suffering, offers a blueprint for navigating our own lives. We live in a world consumed by external validation. We chase fleeting pleasures, material possessions, and the approval of others. This constant pursuit leaves us feeling empty, yearning for something more. Buddha's life story shines a light on these common human struggles. His teachings provide a framework for finding genuine happiness, not in external factors, but within ourselves. Siddhartha lived in a bubble of privilege, unaware of the suffering existing beyond the palace walls. He enjoyed a life of ease, surrounded by servants fulfilling his every whim. He married a beautiful princess and fathered a son, seemingly achieving the pinnacle of worldly success. Yet a nagging sense of unease lingered within him. A thirst for knowledge, a longing for something more profound, gnawed at his soul. Driven by this inner turmoil, Siddhartha ventured beyond the palace walls. He encountered the stark realities of human existence, sickness, old age, and death. These sights shattered his sheltered worldview. He realized the impermanence of life, the fleeting nature of pleasure, and the inevitability of suffering. This profound realization ignited a deep desire within him to find a way out of this cycle of suffering. The protected world Siddhartha lived in, while seemingly idyllic, was in fact a form of slumber. He was asleep to the true nature of reality, blinded by comfort and oblivious to the deeper truths of life. His encounters with suffering served as a rude awakening, a jarring reminder of the fragility and impermanence that underpins our existence. This awakening marked the beginning of his spiritual journey, a quest to understand the root cause of suffering and discover a path to liberation. Siddhartha's sheltered upbringing had shielded him from the harsh realities of life. He had been kept ignorant of the suffering inherent in the human condition. His encounters with sickness, old age, and death served as a harsh awakening, revealing truths that had been hidden from him. These truths, though painful, ignited a spark of determination within him. He resolved to find a way out of this cycle of suffering. He renounced his royal life, leaving behind his wife, child, and all worldly possessions. He embarked on a spiritual quest, seeking wisdom and enlightenment from various teachers. He immersed himself in rigorous ascetic practices, pushing his body and mind to their limits. Yet despite his efforts, he felt no closer to his goal. Siddhartha's quest for truth led him down many paths. He explored various philosophies, engaged in intense meditation, and endured extreme physical hardships. He learned from renowned spiritual teachers, absorbing their knowledge and testing their methods. Yet, he found that none of these paths led him to the ultimate truth he sought. His journey was a testament to his unwavering commitment to finding a solution to the pervasive problem of human suffering. Siddhartha's decision to leave his life of privilege was a radical act of defiance. He turned his back on the expectations of his family and society. He chose to pursue a path of self-discovery, venturing into the unknown in search of a deeper truth. This act of renunciation demonstrated his courage and unwavering resolve. Leaving behind his luxurious life, Siddhartha embraced a life of simplicity and austerity. He donned the humble robes of a wandering ascetic, seeking wisdom from various spiritual teachers. He delved into practices of meditation and mindfulness, exploring the depths of his own consciousness. His journey was a stark contrast to his former life, a testament to his commitment to finding a way beyond suffering. His departure marked a turning point in his life, a shift from a life of external gratification to a path of introspection and self-discovery. It was a rejection of the materialistic values that had defined his upbringing. Siddhartha's choice to leave behind everything he knew was a powerful statement, a declaration that true fulfillment lay not in worldly possessions, but in the pursuit of inner peace and enlightenment. Despite years of dedicated practice, Siddhartha still hadn't achieved his goal of enlightenment. He realized that extreme asceticism was not the answer. He abandoned this harsh path, choosing instead a path of moderation and balance. This shift in approach proved pivotal in his journey. One day, while meditating beneath a Bodhi tree, Siddhartha experienced a profound awakening. He saw the true nature of reality, understanding the interconnectedness of all things. He realized that suffering stemmed from attachment and ignorance. He discovered the path to liberation, a path based on understanding, compassion, and mindful living. This transformative experience marked the culmination of his years of searching. He became known as the Buddha, the Awakened One. He had found the answer to the question that had driven him from his palace, the way out of suffering. His awakening was not just a personal victory, but a beacon of hope for all humanity. He had discovered a path to liberation, a path open to all who were willing to follow it. Buddha's enlightenment revealed a fundamental truth. Suffering is an inherent part of the human experience. However, he also discovered that suffering is not inevitable. It arises from our attachment to impermanent things, our craving for what we don't have, and our aversion to what we dislike. He taught that the path to liberation from suffering involves understanding these root causes, It requires cultivating mindfulness, a state of present moment awareness. It involves developing compassion, extending kindness and understanding to ourselves and others. It involves practicing non-attachment, letting go of our clinging to fleeting desires and aversions. Buddha's teachings provide a roadmap for navigating the challenges of life. They offer a way to approach difficulties with wisdom and equanimity. They teach us to find peace amidst the storms of life, to cultivate inner resilience in the face of adversity. His path is not about avoiding suffering altogether, but about transforming our relationship with it. Buddha's awakening under the Bodhi Tree was not a passive event. It was the culmination of years of dedicated effort, a testament to his unwavering commitment to finding a solution to the problem of suffering. His journey was a process of self-discovery, a willingness to question, to explore, and to challenge his own preconceived notions. His awakening was marked by a profound realization. The truth was not something to be found outside himself, but within. He realized that the answers he sought were not to be found in scriptures or teachings, but through direct experience and introspection. His journey highlighted the importance of personal exploration, of finding our own truth through self-reflection and mindful living. Buddha's awakening was not an endpoint, but a beginning. It marked the start of his lifelong mission to share his insights with the world. He dedicated the rest of his life to teaching others the path to liberation, guiding them towards a life of greater peace, understanding, and compassion. His legacy continues to inspire millions across the globe, offering a timeless message of hope and the potential for human transformation. Buddha's teachings emphasize the impermanent nature of reality. He taught that everything is in constant flux, always changing. This understanding, while seemingly simple, has profound implications. It encourages us to let go of our attachments, to embrace the flow of life, and to find peace amidst constant change. In our own lives, we often resist change. We cling to the familiar, fearing the unknown. This resistance creates suffering. Buddha's teachings offer a different perspective. They invite us to see change as an opportunity for growth, a chance to learn and evolve. They encourage us to approach life with a sense of openness and acceptance, to find beauty in the impermanence of all things. His teachings offer a way to navigate the uncertainties of life with grace and resilience. They remind us that change is inevitable, but suffering is optional. Our response to change determines our experience. By embracing change, we can find freedom from fear and anxiety, opening ourselves to the full spectrum of life's experiences. Buddha's life and teachings offer a powerful message. We all have the potential to awaken to our true nature. We all have the capacity for compassion, for wisdom, for inner peace. His journey serves as a reminder that the path to liberation is not a distant goal, but a journey we can embark on right now. We can all benefit from incorporating Buddha's insights into our daily lives. We can cultivate mindfulness through meditation, bringing greater awareness to our thoughts, emotions, and actions. We can practice compassion, extending kindness and understanding to ourselves and others. We can learn to let go of our attachments, finding freedom from the cycle of craving and aversion. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, we can draw inspiration from Buddha's timeless wisdom. His teachings offer a path to greater peace, understanding, and fulfillment. They provide a framework for living a more meaningful and compassionate life. The question is, are we ready to awaken to our own potential?